How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having an okay day. It's very bright. I'm noticing that, but I'd rather it be bright than very dark. Anyway, I have a question to all the single fellas out there that use dating apps. Do y'all not give a damn about your own safety? The reason why I asked that is because, as you know, I did a screenshot session recently. Check it out if you have not seen it. But the one of the most interesting things that I've noticed about my screenshot sessions, and like something that I've noticed on dating sites in general, is that guys don't tend to give a damn about their own safety. Like, they are willing to come out to a stranger's house in the middle of the night if they think that booty is involved. And I've asked some of my guy friends this. I'm like, does your need to orgasm overthrow your need of survival? And some of them are like, yeah, like if I bust a nut and die, great. And I'm like, weird. And others are like, well, that's not what I'm thinking about at the time. And I'm just genuinely curious because as a woman, I guess I'm kind of not necessarily always on the lookout where I'm like, oh, there's someone always after me. But I'm always acutely aware of what's going on. Like, I don't, like you heard my booty call hour situation, I don't answer messages after 10 p.m. unless I know you. And even then, I'm going to be like, Cynthia, why are you texting me at 10 at night? But in most cases, I don't answer people after 10. But, as a woman, like, I'm not going to come to your house. I'm not going to come at night. No, I don't want to hang out with you and your friends. Like, there's little buzzwords that tell me this may potentially be a dangerous situation. Why would you do that alone? But I know some guys, like, not that I'm a serial killer. But if I were, you know how many dudes I could have probably killed, robbed, fraud. There were so many instances where guys are like, yeah, I'll come to your house right now. And I'm like, you don't have to. Now, on the flip side of that, I have, like I said, talked to some of my guy friends, and some of them are like, well, you know, one would assume that I would be the strongest person there, so I'm not worried about meeting some girl. I'm like, okay, great. You ever heard of a word called catfishing? Like, straight up, like, y'all are gonna get catfished. You're gonna get robbed, stabbed, other things. But it's just, it's interesting to me. I'm like, what's the psychology behind that? Like, tell me, is your need to bust a nut, like, so great where you're like, I might potentially die, but she's fine though, so I might have to do it. But like, I don't understand that. That doesn't register to me. But then again, my camera's doing that focusing thing because it's like, stop moving, Diamond, stop moving. But then again, Animal Kingdom stuff. Like, you see that like with freaking, I'm trying to call them pterodactyls. What are they called? Praying mantis. Praying mantis. They do that. They know that they're gonna get their head bit off, but they're like, come on, it's gonna be kind of hot before then. So is that the same urge where it's like, yeah, I might die, but I got laid? And it's funny because it's not only heteronormative, heterosexual dudes that do that. Because I've talked to some of my gay friends who are like, yeah, you know, gay dudes will roll up to your crib like that, or, you know, he invited himself over within a minute of like messaging me, and I'm like, that's unsettling for me. That's a bit terrifying. That's like, I don't know. But on the other hand, nefarious reasons for wanting to come over. Isn't it weird, the lighting in this room? Like, that door looks like it's leading to heaven. Like, you can't even tell that that's like a door to my house. It straight up just looks like someone forgot to create the rest of the world outside this room. It's freaking me out. I'm wonder if I were to throw something, like, would it change anything? With a pen. No, it didn't change anything. All right, never mind. But like I was saying, it's not just a heteronormative, heterosexual thing. It's just, I've noticed it a lot when it comes to guys and male identifying folk, where they're just like, I'll risk it. If there's booty involved, I'll risk it all. Which is so odd to me. And then I understand, like, some dudes get very irritated when I'm like, how about we hang out, you know, in the daytime, in public. They get all offended. It's like, what, you think I'm gonna try to kill you? I'm like, no, homeboy, I'm worried that I'm gonna kill you. Like, why aren't you worried about your own safety? Like, don't get offended that I'm trying to save your life. Like, I don't know. There are a lot of things in this world that I wish I could feel one day. Like, there's so many things that I won't have the capacity, I won't have the experiences to feel. Because I don't have certain parts or certain chemistries. I don't live in certain places. But I would really love the urge, like, know the urge a man feels when he is in the pursuit of booty. Because the way that some dudes act, they act as though this is life itself. Like, they're willing to risk it all. Yeah. Alright, this was a really weird video because it's been a topic that's been in the back of my head for a very long time. I didn't plan it, it's not scripted, it's not in my book, it's not in anything. It was literally just something I've been thinking about. Because I made the booty call hours little mini video that I made. That I think I'm going to make an entire video because I really do want to explain to people what booty call hours are. Because some people message me, they're like, what the hell is a booty call hour? It's like, you'll know it when you experience it. So yeah, I'm sorry. This is like, I'm slipping back into weird diamond posts and I'm like, oh, come back. But it's happening. Ow, I hit my hand. Anyway, thanks for watching. Finger. Like, share, and subscribe. And like I've been telling you for the past couple of videos, my podcast, Diamond in Her Hat, will be premiering next month. And the only way you can hear it is on Patreon. So for $2 a month, you can join my first tier and hear that silly podcast that I am slowly noticing that this channel is trying to turn into, which I rebuke in the name of Jesus, because I'm not going to let that happen. I promise you. I'm going to get back to making my funny stuff. Like, I have tons of stuff there. That's what. Tons. Anyway, I'll have a new video for you on Thursday, most likely coming out of this wonderful book. Why is everything so bright? Coming out of this wonderful book. Oh my God, what if I should have just held this book up the whole time and I would have adjusted the brightness. Y'all, I don't know how to make videos. I'll see y'all Thursday.